Hold on. Oh, I didn't realize I did hit go live. Hello, everyone. Incredible greetings. There we go. Incredible greetings, incredible greetings. This is your friendly reminder that the time is 12:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that means if you are enrolled in Essential Silhouette Studio, it is time for study hall. Woo-hoo. Don't know what study hall is? I'm gonna let you know. I was supposed to be ordered a little bit sooner than this, but a little bit sooner than this, but got a message from my 7th grader about their algebra test. So I'm a little delayed, but it's okay. All right. So hello, everyone. Incredible greetings. Let's see if I can get you guys a camera going here, which is going to be right in my friggin' face. Hold on. Ooh, I don't like that color. I don't like that color. The color is a little weird coming from this angle. I may need to give y'all the good angle and give Facebook the not so great angle because they're not paying for this. So let me switch this around. Let's go. Oh, wait, I have to turn this one off. And then settings, face cam. There we go. Ooh, I mean, it is dark from this camera because it's going into the light. And then Logitech Brio over here, man, big difference in color, huh? Big difference in color. But I'm not going to have it on me that long anyway. So, yeah. Well, no, I got off of there with them. I said that I'm like, because I have class. So we have our study hall session going on right now. It's 101. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. So I had to come over and do my own live video. So not all over the place. Got to, do the things for our business as well. It's kind of cool hanging out with my peeps, True Prince and Eric from the Blank Spot and whatnot. But hey, we got to handle some HS Ink business too. So hello, Professor. I'm under the weather at the moment, so I won't be active. I will be in the bushes and watching the playbacks. Hello, everyone. All right, so real quick, because we are on paid time right now. Welcome, everyone. I am Shakia, the professor of HSINK365. We are the home of the unspeaking brand of products that will allow you to create amazing sublimation projects in a fraction of the time, at lower temperatures, at a fraction of the cost, because we have some of the most affordable paper. You're going to get it faster because all orders before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time ship out the same day. Also, you can use less ink and still get amazing, incredible results. So you're going to save there. You can sublimate as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds, which is a lot lower and faster than the top competitors who sell sublimation paper. So if you're looking for efficiency and hassle-free, especially as a beginner and you want to take out some of that guesswork and frustrations, be sure to visit our website, shop.hsink365.com, to order the paper. We're also the home of Silhouette Anonymous, where I help you to unlock your creativity in a wide variety of different. Silhouette Anonymous is where I teach you Silhouette Studio. 365 Creative Academy is who's hosting our Essential to Silhouette Studio class on Wednesdays for this month. We have one more session. The 31st is on a Wednesday, right? Yeah, I think we have one more session in January. Okay, and then February we have a little bit of a shift. We're doing, I think it's Tuesdays, because I have some things going on Wednesdays. So we're actually doing Tuesdays in February. We also have some evening sessions for these. So I know the lunchtime live doesn't work for everyone, but we do have some evening sessions. So if that's your hesitation, know that for study halls, we do have some evening sessions on the 5th and one of them days. The calendar's up here. So it's I posted it. they are at 6:30, and then our trainings are still on Thursdays, but we also added Saturdays on, I think it's the 10th and 24th, the second and fourth Saturday of February. We have weekend session, so you have a lot of opportunities trying to fit into everyone's schedule. But what this is our study hall session. I'm giving you guys a peek into it. The playback of this will only be available for a short period of time on our Silhouette Anonymous's YouTube channel. So all the other platforms it will be removed from, because they are paying to be a part of this. But I wanted you guys to see what it's like to be a part of the Essential Silhouette Studio program, and how much help and assistance you get to where you're not doing this by yourself. There's no need to go at this by yourself when you have someone who's experienced in graphic designing who can help you through this and just help you reach your goals of designing and being able to create things yourself, or just being able to modify some pre-made things to your likings, to your customer likings. We're here to support you all the way, and we make room for that. So we have dedicated sessions. This is our study hall session. It's all Q&A based. I will not be fielding any questions from anyone in the audience. You guys are just kind of, being able to peek in. All the questions will come from those who are in the room. Even if you are enrolled, I can't tell if you are enrolled in Essentials. If you're just watching from either Facebook or YouTube or TikTok, you have to be in the room in order for me to address your question. Like I said, everyone else, just kind of getting a peek into an experience with the professor and being enrolling in Essential Silhouette Studio. So without further ado, I'm going to do what I need to do on my end. All right, so hello everyone. So real quick before we get started, remember that all sessions are recorded so that you guys can go back and do playbacks for it. If this is your first time in a live study hall session, so if you've done it before, you do not have to worry about it. But if this is your first time, you have to put I consent in the chat section, because, all sessions are recorded. For the most part, the camera stays on me. But if you ever share your screen, and whatever's on your screen will end up on the recording. So you have to write I consent. And of course, if you unmute, ask questions, your voice will be on there. And most times I do say names when I read out questions, so that will be on the recording as well. So we ask that you write I consent if this is your first time. If you've done it before, no need to worry about that, okay? All right, so we have that one out of the way. Let's go ahead and get your live playback started. Ooh, it's 124-24. Haha, I like numbers. Alrighty, there we go. Hello, everyone. Incredible greetings and welcome to Essential Silhouette Studio live study hall session for January 24th, 2024. As you guys know, when it comes to these sessions, it's all question driven. So we are here to help you navigate, any questions that you have from watching. If you didn't, anything that you did not understand, while you're watching the original 30 days, anything in the refresher, or if you haven't even gone through the classes, but you're new to Silhouette Studio and you're trying to figure out things, this is where you can ask questions. Doesn't matter if that question was asked and answered in last week's Q&A. If I just did it in a live Q&A and it was asked and answered, this is your opportunity to ask those questions. If you want to share your screen, it's something you have on your screen and you want help through it, this is your time. This is not a pre-planned class. So without any questions, I have no information for you. If there are no questions on the floor, we gonna sit here and stare at each other, okay? But I do know we do have some questions because Bevy Jean, she submitted her questions in the group. So you can do that as well if you're not going to be able to attend the session, but you want it on the playback so that you can review it in your own time. You can either email, which that is listed on your dashboard where you're going to email those questions to, or you can post them in the exclusive group or in the community. So, I gave you a lot of opportunities to find me and post your questions, okay? So we do have hers. I'm going to, well, I was going to start there, but I know that someone who's in the room said they had a question, and I also have to pull that up. So the floor is yours. If you have questions, raise your hand so I know who has questions, and then we will go in order because it will tell me based off of the order that the hands were raised in. And if there is no one in the room that has questions, then I will, go to Bevy Jean's question, which I got to pull back up. Hold on. And you can unmute. Remember, you can't unmute to ask your questions. LaShonda's probably with her grandbaby because I saw she said, I have a study hall question, but she might be with her grandbaby. All right, I have to pull up Silhouette Studio over here.
I typed my question in the chat.
Oh, you did? Okay, hold on one second. I didn't get a notification. Hold on. Oh, okay. Your question is your background's too loud. All right. Let's see. My question is, can I use the puzzle pieces to make my own autism heart-shaped puzzle piece design for the shirt? I was trying to do the crop pieces into the heart, but that didn't work. So it's just cut lines. So it won't, like if you're trying to create it where it is separated and you want the pieces to look separated, then the puzzle one won't necessarily do that. It's going to kind of have those just the lines over it. So if you're doing a design and you just want it to kind of have that look like it is puzzle pieces, you can use that and then like add weight to it, change the color, and then it's just going to look like lines on top. But you can also do that with a regular, like let's say you just look for a PNG or a JPEG of a puzzle. You can go trace that, and then you're just going to put that and layer it over top of your completed design to where it kind of looks like, it has like the puzzle effect. But that one is for cutting. It's not necessarily for printing. Can you repeat the differences between subtract, all, and crop? Subtract is wherever something overlaps or is stacked, it intersects, whatever is on top, whatever that shape is, will cut out of the back, and that top piece will go away. Subtract all, it will do the same thing, but both pieces will remain. So you'll do the subtract. Once you move the top piece, you're going to see that cut out, but you'll still have the additional piece to be able to do other things with, like if you want to cut that from a different color, or, you want that to kind of just stay there, like I did with the elephant ear. And crop is cropping something down into a shape. So if I had my hand and I had this, let's just do this one, this pattern like behind it, once I do crop, wherever this pattern is, it'll just be the shape of my hand, but it'll be like pink, gray, the yellow, the brown, the black. So that's what crop is. It's just cropping it inside of a boundary or a shape. Now there's a lot more to it and how we did it and where it goes and stuff like that. Now if you have like specific questions, we can answer, but we can't go over the entire lesson. You just have to kind of review it and then do notes from there. But if you have specific questions about something that was done, you don't understand it, but I can't go over like the entire lesson again because we were there for 2 hours. This shirt I will be cutting, so I will try that. Okay. So you're going to cut it and then individually put the pieces, like scatter the pieces as if it's like a puzzle that's not together. Yes, all the pieces of the puzzle won't stay together. Okay, so you're just going to cut it and then try to individually piece them. What are you doing it? So you're cutting it. That'll be an interesting one to kind of see. I would like to kind of see, like once you kind of have it set up for me to kind of see your design or try the puzzle thing. And if it doesn't work out so that I can see it, because I'm trying to visualize like what it is that you're trying to do, because it may be an easier way. I'm not a big fan of the puzzle. Maybe I'm trying to figure it out because I'm not a big fan of the puzzle tool. I just found it to be kind of pointless, but yeah, we'll see. All right. Anybody else in the Zoom have any questions before I go to Baby Jean's questions, which I need to pull up? You can raise your hand. You can unmute. LaShonda couldn't unmute because her background is noisy, but you can unmute or you can write it in the chat. All right. So we're going to move on to her questions, and I'm going to share my screen for this. I'm supposed to share this screen. Okay, so Baby G, oh wait, I have to turn my video off. There we go. Baby Jean's question, she had a few of them, all right? So what exactly is DXF? I have Silhouette Business, but my DXF comes in black. Is it because I have a Mac? Normally your DXF files, I mean, if you have it and it's coming in as a solid black, that's kind of interesting. DXF is like a simplified version of an SVG file. Normally with DXF files, you don't have any color, nothing is grouped together, nothing is made as a compound path. It's like a wireframe. All of the pieces, you see them, and it's normally transparent, and just solid color, like either like normally black lines. I don't think they do. Sometimes it's in color, but it's just everything is separate, so they don't make it easy for you. Because that is the free version of a vector file, you have to still do some work. So you're going to have to, select the parts that need to be made into a compound path and make them a compound path. You're going to have to fill it in with color. You're going to have to group things so that you can then like cut it or print and cut it. It just don't make it easy. But it basically operates the same way as an SVG. It just will not have any of the colors. All right. If I can find one, I'm going to try and find a DXF file on my computer here. So let's see. Let's see. Let's go to Creative Fabrica. All right, let's see. Which one of these would be? Okay, I know that's JPEG. Those are PNGs. Doodle Heart. I don't think that has any. I'm trying to see which one would be. I know the snowflakes have them, but ooh, let me see. Cute watercolor safari animals. Oh no, these are all PNGs. So let me try and find something else. Overlays. Man, floating cat face. I don't remember what this is. Okay, boom. This one has one. All right, so we're going to bring in the. Oh wait, y'all can't see over here. Haha. I flipped everyone around except y'all. All right. And it also doesn't come in like to scale and how it was sized. So, oh wait. So this one wasn't even grouped together. Let me undo. All right. Oh, shoot. So you see there's all color here. I'm going to go ahead and group that together. That's the SVG. The DXF file is going to come in 30,000 times bigger, and it's going to be just solid, just outlines, no actual color to it. Now, this doesn't have anything that requires it to be a compound path. So let me find another one. Why am I having such a difficult time finding? Okay, here's one. I mean, this is actually part of a shadow box, but it'll give you a better idea. Okay. So you can see, like, if you had a file like this one, which is kind of a layered, the layered like shadow box type file, this is going to come in true to size. You can see the DXF is going to be absolutely ridiculous in size. This, it's filled with color. You have this is filled with color, and you can see the stars. If I were to select this and fill it in with the same exact color. Oh, I'm on line to color. I'm like, what the heck? So let me go back to color. So you see, you don't really see anything, and I have to send this to the back for you to see everything else. So you would have to know and understand compound paths and what's grouped together and all that kind of good jazz. But that's why it's the free version. They don't make it easy for you. All right. Her next question. And if you have Designer Edition, Designer Plus or Business, you would open up the SVG. You don't need a DXF file. DXF is only for those who are only using the free version of Silhouette Studio. Okay, so would watercolors be considered a JPEG? I can't seem to trace and detach them that way. Is there a right way? Pretty sure it's a user error. So no, you can have a watercolor, like if it's like a splash or something or a splatter, you can have a watercolor that is that's a PNG because it's already transparent. The only difference between a PNG and a JPEG would be, okay, let's say this right here. Although it's an SVG, if I save this as a PNG, all of this area in here will remain transparent. That's what well, if you select, keep transparent or, transparency. That is all it is to a PNG. I don't like it when I hear people say, oh, JPEGs are lower quality than PNGs. No, if they were designed at in the same type of file, when you went to go set up, like let's say your Photoshop file, it was 300 DPI, you're scaling everything to size, you can save it as a JPEG and a PNG, and it's going to look exactly the same. It's not this drastic change just because you're saving it as a JPEG. A PNG simply allows you to have, like all of this area will be transparent. If it is a JPEG, if it wasn't like something that was solid, you would then see white behind it. And so when you go to trace and detach, you're removing the white, and you have to be very careful about how you trace and detach or remove that, because you're going to have white on the edge. If it's something like this, that's a vector base, the lines are clean, it's going to be easy to trace and detach and have clean lines and not have the white. But when you go and there's like the picture itself isn't that great and now it's created pixels, you have to maybe go in and do a little bit extra to move your border or your edge away from what they consider to be the edge, like anywhere there's color, and bring it in where the solid color starts at, so that you don't have white or gray edges. So that's the difference. Now, when it comes to watercolors, I'm going to come over here. So something like this. See, this is a PNG. It's a watercolor. So everything around that, I'm going to see if I can, well, that's on this. Let me see if I can find one that's just under images. Okay, free pics. There we go. This could be a PNG. Everything around it, if you were to open it, would be transparent. Sometimes you don't see it here. Sometimes PNGs, you'll see it like in this window as a like checkered, the gray and white checkered background. And then sometimes it is a PNG, but on here it'll show white. But this could be a PNG or a JPEG. It's a, even if it's labeled as a PNG, if when they saved it, they did, like whoever designed it, if they didn't check that part that says transparency, that is still going to be, oh wait, I forgot. Y'all can't see either, huh? Oops, why y'all ain't telling me that? There we go. There we go. So if you, if they don't check it, that it'll still have a PNG file extension, but it will have a white background. People tend to think that PNGs cannot have a background. Yes, it can, because there is an option to check if you want it to be transparent or not. So this can be. Now, when it comes to, like, let's say tracing it, this one is not too bad because it kind of has some solid areas or solid edges to this. There's going to be some watercolors. It's meant to have feather out ends. So if you try to trace and detach it, it's not going to have that soft look. It is going to be a very stark edge when you go to trace and detach. This one would, like I said, the way the colors are on here, there's a few areas that kind of feather out. Inside, let's see, can we copy image, paste? So this would be technically like a JPEG. So areas like right here wouldn't necessarily trace well, like it would look kind of jagged. It's not going to have that soft look. If you want to go and layer it on top of something, you will see white in between. Watercolors are supposed to be where you can see whatever color is underneath. If it's a PNG, you're going to get a little bit of the background color. So if the background was like teal, it will change this a little bit, especially in some of those open areas, because there's some transparency to it in certain parts. So PNG and JPEG, like that's the only difference, is how the file is saved. Having a solid white background, if it's a design that isn't a background. Normally, if it's something like a pattern paper, that is going to be a JPEG anyway. Something like this, it makes no sense to save it as a PNG because there's no PNG factors to, like there's no transparent factors to it. Anything like this, it's a background. It's still going to be high quality, and a JPEG is normally how it's going to be saved because, again, there's no transparent areas. All right. Okay, the next, I know it was something else I was going to show. Let me go back over here. So sometimes designs are basically like watercolor. And if it's a defined edge and it's just the technique or the texture on the inside is watercolor, you can do a clean trace around it because it's just on the inside. But you will have some watercolors that will fade off, or let's kind of look at this one right here. And this is a true PNG. But the way the edges are, it's not gonna be soft because you're going to trace it. Whenever you trace it, you are making it vector. Anytime you have a cut line or you trace, you are creating a vector line. Vector lines cannot feather out. They cannot have transparent properties. It's going to create a solid edge. I'm trying to see, like this is a good one that would not trace well. And then you have all of these little specks. So if you want to see those specks, a PNG would be best so that you don't have to remove white. You can just put that and then have the background colors or whatever you're going to put it on show through. Let's see. And I didn't realize JPEGs are actually useful to bring into Silhouette Studio. I thought once you got business, you had to use either SVG or PNG to bring everything in. And of course, now we know that that is not true. That is very much so false. All right. So those are Baby Jean's questions. Anyone else? I don't see anything in the chat. Is there anyone who has a question? Now is your time to raise your hand to ask your question. If there are no questions, this will be a very quick session and we will be out of here.
Okay, I have one, but I'm trying to log on to my laptop. So
okay, no problem. We will wait. We will wait. Anyone else in the meantime, in between time? Remember, guys, for everybody else that's watching, if you're not in the Zoom room, I'm not answering any of you guys' questions. You're just able to kind of take a peek into what's what I'm looking for? The study hall sessions, but this is not a general Q&A. This is normally an exclusive session, but I'm just sharing with you guys what comes with enrolling in Essentials at Silhouette Studio. So questions from the audience, I'm not fielding any of those questions. I suggest that you save those when I do have a Q&A on our platform or post them in our Facebook group. All right, so once she's done with her question, I can see now we're just going to go ahead and close out. Guys, come to the session with questions. You're not going to be able to get better if you're not asking questions. I mean, I see everybody else. They probably love this opportunity for me to actually answer their questions because I see the questions coming in over on Facebook and YouTube. There are even some coming in on TikTok. So you guys have access to something that they don't. Where do you find the link to the Zoom room? Sister Care, you have to be enrolled in our Essentials to Silhouette Studio program. So while she's getting her file pulled up on the computer, I will pull up our website. So this is a study hall session that's a part of our Essentials to Silhouette Studio program. With Essentials to Silhouette Studio, you will learn how to use Silhouette Studio over the course of 30 days. Like that's the original. That's what our foundation is. We still work off the same worksheets and stuff from that one. But this was done in March of 2022. This year, we opened up live sessions again. They're more so like refreshers. And we also have study hall sessions. We didn't have that the first time around because we did 30 days straight. I just went in 30 days, boom, 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 boom. Of course, I started every session with, hey, does anyone have any questions from the previous one? But I really didn't give them time to process. So now we are doing this in the first quarter of the year, and then the third quarter of the year, we're going to do it again. It's 13 weeks. Every single week, we go over a different topic on the actual instructional day. For the month of January, the instructional day is on Thursdays. So tomorrow we will meet at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we will meet tomorrow. Tomorrow's lesson is on compound pass and welding. We did subtract all, and crop on last week. The week before that, we did text to path, and cropping to text. February, we have like a full lineup. In February, the study hall sessions will be on Tuesdays. 3 of them are at 1 p.m. or is it 2? And then we do have an evening session. 1 p.m. doesn't work for everyone. And then our learning sessions are still on Thursdays at 6:30, but the edit point and tracing one are on Saturdays at 12 noon on a Saturday, because those are the ones where, we might be in there for a little minute. We might be in there past the 2 hours because those are the two big ones. And I wanted to make sure as many people as possible could attend. So I put it on a weekend. All right. The cost of this is $103.65 if you're going to do a one-time payment, and it gets you access to all original 30 days, even with the bonus sessions. And some days it was 2-a-days. So you get over close to 35, 36 sessions or video playbacks. And then you have access to this first set of 13 weeks. You'll have access to the next set of 13 weeks. You get access to our exclusive Facebook group. That's where Beverly Jean posted her questions. You'll also get access to our community that's within the academy. You get access to, these study hall sessions and any impromptu on Saturday. Hey, I said, hey guys, I'm going to go and teach. I'm going to hop on Zoom. Come on in the room. And so you have a lot of opportunities to learn and master Silhouette Studio. If you've been frustrated with it, and you've been trying on your own for so long, $103 is a small investment for you to reach your goals faster, to be able to design faster, pump out those orders faster. You can make this back. Once you understand the program and how to set files up, you're not wasting paper because you didn't size it right. You didn't know how to do this, do that. So now you're wasting money. You'll probably end up wasting more than $103 trying to figure it out yourself. So this is an opportunity for you to learn a little bit of graphic designing, learn how to use this as, even if you don't have a Silhouette machine, you don't have a Cameo, you don't have a Portrait, you don't have a Curio, you don't have a Mint, you don't have an Alpha, you can still learn the software because I teach graphic designing principles via this software. And it can get you to your design goals and wanting to create your own files and understanding the layout and, helping with your creativity a whole lot faster than going at it by yourself. So if once you go and you register, you're going to go to your dashboard, you're going to go where it says 2024 refresher and study hall sessions, and there is a Zoom link there. Okay. All righty. Okay. I heard some other people kind of come into the room. If you have a question, raise your hand, or whoever that was. I didn't see the name. So Terry, there we go. Hi, Terry. Let me reset real quick. Go ahead with your question.
Professor, so I'm trying to print something and it should fit, but the print borders within Silhouette Studio 0.166 is kind of cropping off some of the image. Is there a way to change those margins?
You're using a Mac?
No, I'm on a PC this time.
Okay, so from a PC, it shouldn't be there. Like if you, okay, actually no. Which printer do you have?
Sawgrass.
Okay, yeah, that one I cannot say, like when it comes to theirs, that might be their standard margin. If that's their standard margin, I don't know of how to change. I've never gone into their settings to change anything to like try and go borderless. I don't know. Uh-oh, hold on. I don't know. Uh-oh, who's oh wait, LaShonda, I never made you a co-host because I can't see who is oh, there we go. I couldn't tell who was unmuted. And the background noise was coming from. Hold on one second. Let me go over here to you. Wait, let me see. I completely forgot. Hold on. So that you can take care of those mutes. All right. Now what was I saying? Shoot. Oh, so yeah, I'm not sure. Now that's one that's not a Silhouette thing. That would be a Sawgrass thing, and whether or not like whatever their standard margins are. Are you designing it in Silhouette and then taking it over to their print manager, or trying to print it directly from Silhouette Studio? Terry. Okay, maybe.
I think I got muted.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So it's a little more complicated. So I went to Silhouette Studio to do the conical warp, did all my measurements, and now I was going to go print it. Within Silhouette Studio, that print preview, right? It's got a bleed section on it, and that is what gets sent to print me, right?
All right, so remember, hold on, before we go there, remember we ignore that. That is just Silhouette's preview. That's not the actual preview and how it's going to output from your printer, no matter which printer. You just hit print. You can even turn that off. Like my recommendation was to simply turn that print preview off, ignore it because it will confuse the heck out of you. Once you go to like, if you do that, you just hit print and then it'll take you to the print manager or print properties and print settings. And that's where you will put everything in. And that should like from like if it's an Epson printer, it has a print preview. If it's a Sawgrass, it should, you'll put out your stuff in and it'll have a print preview. So then when you go and print and you're getting the print preview from that particular like settings window, that is truly how it will print out. You can ignore the print preview from Silhouette Studio.
So that's awesome. However, it once I sent it to PrintMate, it looked just like the preview. And then when I said, okay, well, I don't know what's going on, I can't figure out how to remove these margins, I just saved it as a PDF and opened it up in Adobe, and I was able to get the full image. So that's why I'm like, okay, there's something I'm missing in the Silhouette process.
Okay. What size paper are you printing to?
8.5 by 11.
And you set it in Silhouette Studio to 8.5 by 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to shrink this down. And Now you're trying to, and I heard you say print bleed. So you put a print bleed on it.
No.
Okay,
no,
okay.
I'm
Just making sure.
saying that the show print border
Okay, okay.
of whatever it is cutting
Right.
off my image.
So I don't know what like print me is. So if I want to send it to my Sawgrass and I go to print. Oh, wait, is my camera off? No, it's not. Shoot. Okay. I go to print. And again, I'm just going to hit print here. I'm going to pretty much ignore that. I'm going to exit out of this because I have a Windows. I'm going to go to Sawgrass Print Manager. Now, if I go to Sawgrass, I'm sending it direct. I'm going to get the Sawgrass. I'm going to get these generic settings. So I can send it to print right from Silhouette Studio. You have to kind of play around with it, but I'm going to cancel that one. But if you go to Sawgrass Print Manager and we go print, it's going to spool like it's printing, and then it's going to take it over, and it will go off of whatever you have here. Now, if you're saying like, well, maybe because if it's like, how can I say it? When you have with the Epson one, it will automatically jump based off of that. So maybe that's what it is. It's not going to the right margin size that Sawgrass has. Now, Sawgrass's margin is 0.16, I think as you said, then you really can't do anything about it. You want to make sure that you show your print border and it, it follows that. If it can go lower, you can go up to edit, and then, I'm sorry, not, you can go to file, print page setup, and then under here, you can,
see your margins right there, say left 0, whatever. And now mine say that, but it was, I don't know, let me see if I can just send it.
I know, well, actually, I forgot you said you're not using a Mac, because normally with Windows, it goes, whatever your print drivers are, it will, whatever your print drivers are, it normally accounts for that. Now with Macs, you can go in there and change it. But here, I thought maybe you could, but I guess you can't. They're going to go off of whatever margins. So with most of the Epson printers that I'm using, I can go, like, I don't need a print margin. I can print borderless. So mine is showing 0. Whatever your, okay, here it is. The print manager is here. So now you see, mine is here. It fits inside. So I'm not sure, is this what you're getting when you go to Sawgrass? Because if only way it won't fit is if you did not have your design page set to 8.5 by 11.
Oh.
Because even here, let's see, this page size, check your page size on Print Manager and make sure that that's 8.5 by 11. Because yeah, that's really the only thing. So here, pixels per inch, 300, it just says 8.5. Yeah, nothing else will affect the setting.
I'm wondering if it's because I sent it to my laser printer just to kind of make sure I have the right size, right? I'm going to do it on a mug. And then that laser printer isn't a borderless or whatever the term is,
okay,
printer, and then it carries over
yes,
to my
it
next
does.
print.
Exactly.
I'm wondering,
yes, that's what it is.
Okay.
The last printer that you sent to, it will that will become your quote unquote print border until you send it to print again. So like I could have it set up and I might show a print border of 11 by 17 and then I change my page to 8.5 by 11. It's going to cut off like part of the print border until I go and send it to the printer as a 8.5 by 11. And then the next time I go in, then the print border will change. But once you go to Print Manager, it should still show the whole thing. It shouldn't cut it off.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, now that you've explained it, that's exactly what was happening.
Okay.
So I at least I know how to clear the process so I can get everything printed. So I appreciate this. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Yeah, guys, you have to remember, I don't really like, even if you have it and it's like in the comments or whatever, raise your hand so I know, because I'm not always looking at the comments because they're off to the side. So I didn't see that you put the question in the comments. All right, so next up, we're gonna start and stop this recording. Would be, hold on, I can't see it yet. It would be Keandra.
Hello.
Hey.
So I was trying to follow you with the elephant. I'm glad you got it up. I was trying to follow you with the elephant. I found a different elephant, and for some reason, my eyeball keeps getting lost, and I'm trying to figure out why.
All right, you want to share your screen because depending on, so when you trace it and you release compound path, sometimes some elements may go to the back, and all you have to do is just select, like, don't select the whole thing. Crap. So there's, who was that? Shar. I'm gonna pick on her again. So she's one where anytime she selects, it's like this innate thing to use her marching ants and then she'll like go over the whole thing. And you have to remember how we set ours up. All it has to do is touch it. So let's say if it was an elephant like this and the eyes went behind, you just want to come and select like right here and then right click and send it to the back. If you go and you select like all of it, you're not going, and you just keep sending it to the back, you're sending it to the back in the order that it's in. But you can share your screen if you're on that computer and we can figure out where they went.
Okay, it says I'm sharing, but it's low. It says your screen
Hold
is
on.
loading. I'm on a Mac.
Okay, no, I have to stop mine. So let me stop my share. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so
you see the eyeball is gone.
I'm going to request remote control.
I mean, I played with it so much last night, and I got frustrated.
All right, let me see. Do I have remote control yet? Nope, not yet. Nope, it says I'm controlling it, but why is it not letting me do anything? Did you give it permission? Yeah, you have to give it permission. You know, y'all got Max. You know, Max telling you, you got to give all these permissions.
Me, so I don't know where it went.
Okay, hold on. Let me give up remote control. I'm going to request it again, and it should pop up.
Okay. Please open. Enter. Where did it go?
You got to find the Zoom part.
Oh, shoot. All these screens. Okay, where is it? It's not showing me that. Okay, it's coming up. It's moving a little slow.
Okay.
Hi.
Just let me know once you approve it so I can kind of skate, like click and select. I love that you know, because I keep using elephants, they're my favorite ones. I love that you just went and found your own and got in there and just wanted to practice tracing it. So yours is a little bit easier. I'll just walk through it while we're waiting for yours to pop up, because the ears, they are completely closed off. So that's a little bit easier with, having the ears become pink. You don't have to like subtract anything. You just select those areas. Same thing with everything else. This is a really good one because it's nice, thick lines on it. It still didn't come up. I can't, let me see. Nope, I'm still not controlling it.
It is not doing anything. Like I'm like, okay, here it goes, the password.
Okay.
These Macs be acting special.
Yeah, y'all be bougie. They got there like this Fort Knox over there. Max be acting like it's Fort Knox. All these security protocols. Take me back to my Air Force days. Well, we got this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Zoom. Let me click on Zoom.
We used to have to scan stuff to get into every door, and like, golly, like, come on, that golly.
Okay, I clicked it.
Okay, let me see.
I don't need to lock it back.
You just have to, I think you have to click Zoom and then just hit like OK or close it out.
Okay.
Oh, it's still letting me control it though, because I'm clicking.
Okay, I think you're doing something. Wait a minute. I think you're doing something. Maybe.
Okay, wait, let me see.
Because I'm trying to close it out.
Oh, okay. Let me stop then. Let me stop. Okay. Let me stop. All right.
Okay, now. Try it now.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so I'm going to come down, and again, I only want the face. So I'm looking at the original. So that eyeball should technically be here. One of the quickest ways to tell if it's even there or if it disappeared is to go over the whole thing. You see how there is a box there. So it's telling you where it's at. It's just hidden behind everything else. So I'm going to click off. I know that it's over here. So I'm going to come from this side. I need, of course, the black outline. I need the gray. I'm going to come over here. I need the yellow, like all of these. So I'm going to stop right here. I don't want to get in this area because that's where it's at. Right click. Oh, wait, I can't right click. I'm just going to come up here because I can't right click. I'm just going to, you would 2-finger tap and send it to the back, but I'm going to do it over here and just send to the back. There's the eyeball. So quickest way, like I said, to tell is to just do a box, and you're looking to see if you see gray boxes, but you don't see an element. Now, if you don't see a gray box and you've selected the whole thing, that means something truly happened to it. But in this case, it was just moved to the back. So as you were releasing compound path or making something a compound path, it just pulled it to the front.
And I kept playing with it because I was getting my white parts and grouping those together like you did. And once I grouped them, then that's when the little yellow ball disappeared. And I kept trying to figure out why it keeps disappearing.
Yeah, because when you group that where you have it white, you brought that to the front. Remember, everything technically, when you're looking at on the screen, it looks flat. So it may look like everything is kind of like there. When it's no color, everything looks like it's on the same plane. But when you have like Designer Edition and you can open up the layers, you can see like there is an actual order for things. So when you grouped it, if you grouped it to something that was in front of that eye, that white part is going to come forward and that other piece is to the back because now you have it filled with color. I'm trying to do, I can't, for some reason, me using spacebar, it's not letting me move. Why is it not letting me move anything? Okay. It's not letting me move the bottom. Can you move it back over to the, actually, you know what? I can do this. Center to page. Haha. All right. I have to turn off crosshairs. They drive me a little crazy. So I'm going to hit H and turn them off real quick. You can turn it back on when we're done. But, oh, Lord, they'll drive me crazy. Okay. All right. So, I don't like working on actual design pages either. I don't put anything on my design page until I'm ready to print it or cut it. All right. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to see how it kind of is laid out. We're going to fill it in. Okay. I know what it is. You shared your Silhouette screen, not your entire screen. So when
go back and do that?
Yeah. So whenever you go to share, if you just say you go in there, you want to share it, you just share your Silhouette screen. I can't access everything there. Like it's very limited. You have to share your entire screen so that I can click and move. All right, I'm gonna.
Okay, so I need to stop.
Yeah, I got it. There you go, and then just hit share again.
Okay. So it's only showing me Silhouette Studio and desktop.
Desktop. Your desktop means your entire screen.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
Yep. All right. So we're now gonna go over here. Oh wait, I gotta request remote control again.
Okay.
All right. right, yep, there we go. All right, I'm going to fill it in with some color. We're going to release compound path. All right, and if I select the eyes, I'm just going to make them orange for now. If I group it together, let's see what happens. Yeah, see?
Yep,
so that means the way that this was, the order of this is, so I'm going to undo. Oh, wait, I can't undo it that way. All right, I'm going to go and select this and make it a different color. And I'm going to center them. I mean, you don't have to do this. It's just me showing the order that they're in. Mm-hmm. So actually, I meant to do the last one too. So let's grab this one. Come on. And then, all right, like that. Deselect, deselect, deselect. And I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to center them up. So the order that they are as far as layers is, this is why this one did not move. It was in front of these. Mm-hmm. So then there's this one. And then there is the yellow one. So you see that's actually, of course, in front of the one that I made blue. But once I click on the blue one and I connect it with the orange one, which is technically in front of this yellow one, it's going to automatically move it to the front. It's going to change the position of it. Because they live on the same layer, on the same plane, and they will always bring it up to whatever is the highest. Even if you make something a compound path, if in that compound path, one of those pieces is technically the top piece, everything moves up to the top, and then you have to kind of click on other parts and send it to the back. Okay. So it's not that you didn't do anything wrong. That's just how the system works. But normally, if you knew that it was there, you didn't delete it, just select everything and send it to the back. So with this one, it would have been, okay, wait, let's go to multiple undo. Love the power of multiple undo. All right, let's go to align. So we should go polygon. There we go. So I'm going to go in. Let's start from here and go black. All right, and then let's say we did our ears and they are pink, and we're just going to group those together. I'm going to click on all the parts of the body, only because I really want to see if any of these are in the front. All right, I'm going to, All right, so if I do that and then I go and group it. Okay, so none of the other pieces were in front of it. If I go here and here, group that. I keep trying to do keyboard shortcuts and I can't on here because it's two different systems. Then I take the tusk and I group that together. Yeah. Okay, we'll just make those white. Oh, wait, no, wrong one. White. We'll go back to the toes. Doesn't matter which order, just so you guys know, doesn't matter which order you do it in. So then if I go in and I do all of the parts of the face, so I went straight down, I didn't touch the tusk. I do have the background, so I'm going to hold down shift and click. So that gives me all of this area. I'm going to make it a compound path. My eyeballs are not included in that. Okay, so that I can have the cutouts. But see, when I made it a compound path, one of those pieces was in front of the eyeball. So all parts of that went away. So we're going to select just the outline and the gray, right click, and send that to the back. And we have our eye. So it's never gone away. It's just that things are going to move around. and actually forgot to include these. And instead of doing so here's a way that, and we're going to actually go over, this is kind of going into tomorrow's lesson and the differences between compound path and subtract. Now, if I made a compound path, it will probably come back in front of it. But if I just do subtract leaves everything where it is, because remember, it's just going to remove whatever's on top. So if I'm going to go here and I use subtract, it's not going to move anything, but it created my opening. Only difference is I now have to either group it or make it a compound path. If I group it, and then we have our eyeballs.
And well, this is why I kept getting stuck last night to get the see-through part.
Huh?
I said this is where I kept getting stuck at yesterday, trying to make sure the parts were see-through.
Okay.
All the black was one.
Yeah. So that's why you either compound path or subtract. They're the same only in one particular setup, but they are not the same thing. And then for the eyes, you can decide if you wanted them to be a color or if you wanted it to cut out to where it's the background. You just click on it and we're just going to go subtract again. I could have made it all one compound path. Wait, what did I have selected? Maybe I didn't have this eyeball selected. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, haha. When I subtracted, it, of course, made everything loose. It was no longer grouped together. So if I want to cut that part out, what do I do, guys? So I already have everything selected. So I don't want to have to ungroup anything and do all this to be able to subtract. What do I do?
Subtract all.
Exactly. So we're going to go subtract all. It's going to look like nothing has changed. I'm going to hold down shift and click on the eye and just group everything else back together. I now can click on, I said group everything together. I now can click on that eye and delete it, and there's an opening there. But I now have to send the rest of this to the back. Did I get rid of my white? Oh, maybe I got rid of my white. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't realize that. Oh, okay. Now I know what happened. I selected the white instead of the blue. So I'm going to go back. I was wondering why that part didn't delete. Why they didn't subtract. So I'm going to keep going back. And you see, oh, shoot, I'm going to go back forward. I didn't even pay that any attention. You see, what's selected is the white. So the white became a part of the compound path, or when I subtracted it, the white was a part of that because I didn't have this blue selected. So you have to pay attention to what is actually selected on screen. There we go. So yep, definitely practice and then post it. Yeah. So now that you know the parts that you're missing.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, last call. Any other questions on the floor? If there are no questions, this study session is complete. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. It's under, I'm going to send the email. I believe it is still, yeah, it'll be week 1. Crop should be under week 1. Weld should be under week 2. But I'm going to put that, I'm going to send out an email with which ones you're downloading. So you're going to need the crop. If you went through all the downloads and downloaded all of them, it's then labeled. You're going to need crop and you're going to need weld for tomorrow. And then, of course, the homework assignment. How be ye ever? Not a lot of you guys turning your homework from last week. What's up with that? So make sure that you guys don't get too far behind. You need to have your homework done. I'm actually going to do a live today. I'm going to cut out that box so you can see the purpose of us doing that whole and what it creates, the original versus what was the results from the homework. So make sure that you guys are doing your homework. because we're going to get a new assignment tomorrow. Yes, Terry.
When I went to find last week's kind of replay, I wasn't able to find it in any of the kind of the groupings. I could find the prior week, but I couldn't find the 18th. So I'm not certain. Maybe.
Let me see.
Maybe if you could kind of.
Let me go and check. Yeah, no one said. Oh, that means that nobody went back and watched it, huh? Nobody else even said anything. I'm going to check it right now. Let's see. Let's see. Did I put it in the wrong section? We are on, no, so hold up, wait. Videos. No, it's there. I'm looking at it. It's there.
I'm gonna look while you're here as well, because
when you go to the playlist, it's there. It's the last one. 2 hours and 56 minutes.
I'm going into the live Zoom sessions playback.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see.
You should see a list, a playlist. There's one for study hall and one for refreshers.
Yeah.
So you click on the one for refreshers. So when you click on that, you should see 3 videos there. The first one, the 11th, and the 18th.
I don't see it. I'm so sorry.
So hold on one second. I'm going to flip this around and I'm going to stop theirs. Show me your screen real quick.
Sure.
Show me your screen real quick. Oh, wait. Whoa, why is it? Oh, no. Okay, I'm looking at your screen. I'm like, they see me. Okay, hold on. All right, go to the dashboard. So I can see where it takes you to.
So I click on this one, right?
Oh, I don't see anything. All we see is your desktop. I don't see anything else.
Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry.
You have 2 screens.
I do have 2 screens. Let me see if I can just Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I don't know what screen you're on. Are you able to see what I'm looking
All
at?
I see is it's a desktop. That's it. So when you have 2 screens, like when you go to share screen, you can tell it which screen. And normally it's showing you a preview of what's on each screen or desktop, and then you select that one. If not, you have to click it. No.
So so I went to
now I see something now. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't normally go to this one. Just give me a second and I'll format it, and then we should be good to go. What the hell?
No, you're good. I can move it over though. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
I should be able to. Wait, is it gonna let me move it over?
Well, here.
Okay.
I can,
click and move it over. Yeah.
But it's not reformatting the size.
I was able to see the edge. Now I can't see it. You moved it over too far. So yeah, you just leave it right there. Okay. Let me see. Oh, it's done. Okay, just scroll down. It's not letting me control your screen. So scroll down to where it says the refresher.
Okay. And that's where I think I just need to resize it. Just give me 1 second. Let me just resize this so I can make it smaller. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good. Can you do your Essentials class on an iPad? Also download whatever we need. So no, Silhouette Studio does not work on an iPad. Now you can watch from an iPad. You can join the live Zooms from the iPad, but you cannot do Silhouette Studio. It is a full program that has to be on a Windows operating system or a Mac operating system for the actual program, but you can watch from there. All right, so scroll down. I can't, still won't let me do it. So scroll down to go to where it says right there 2024 live sessions and playback. Yeah, right there. So then go to, no, you didn't click on it. Go back up. Okay, right there, the first one. No, right under where it says Zoom. Go down. No, not there. Click where it says Zoom sessions. Click there. Okay, click there. The very first one, it says Silhouette in 30 days 2024 playbacks text. Click on that one. Now, right there, click on the first one. The first one is the is the sessions. And see, there you go.
Oh, see, I was looking for the detail.
The broke down.
And I didn't click on text because I'm like, oh, this is a narration of something. I was looking for it.
So yeah, you need to save that one and then save the stream one. So now you go in, you hit go to the which one is it? The three dots, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's the study hall. So if you go to and look at my face. Yeah. So but you want to say both. So go to the three dots where that brown square is. Go to the three dots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait, maybe it's not that. Oh no, I'm sorry. The first one, the three lines and the plus sign. So boom, now it's saved. Now go back to the other window. And then hit, yep. And that's how you'll access them. So now you just you just log onto your account and it's going to be a playlist on your account. You don't have to go back into every single, you see right now, the live one we're on right now is there. So you just have to go in there and from anywhere you can access it from your phone, your iPad, your TV or whatever. Every time we go live, I add it to that playlist.
Gotcha. Thank you so much because I was hunting and pecking and I just would not have clicked on that one. My bad. So I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. If there are, I'm pretty sure that probably helped some others. And maybe they did not. Maybe that's why we don't have homework. If you guys didn't know how to get to it, but thank you, Terry, for that. You and Velma and Bevy Jean, y'all be asking some really good, helpful questions all the time. Every session, y'all have a good question for me that I didn't, think to kind of like refresh those or show, because it actually shows a little bit different on my screen. So thank you so much for that. All right. So I will see you guys on tomorrow. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace. All right, let me move y'all back over here. So like I said, that was a little peek into how the sessions go. We shoot for 45 minutes, no more than an hour, but most times I shoot for about like 45 minutes because I know some people are like on their lunch break because it is in the daytime. Next month, we do have 2 evening sessions. So we have 2 6:30 sessions for February. And if need be, depending on if I see there's an influx of questions being submitted, either in the group, in the community, via email, we can look to add additional sessions each week just to make sure that you guys are, I want to make sure that you guys are successful in this. I'm trying my best to provide every resource that I can, but you have to actually put in the work. You have to attend the sessions. If you cannot attend the sessions, you should still have questions as you're going through it. Even if it's not something from the class, if you are designing yourself, you are practicing anything, like you saw, like Keandra, you have a question. It's best if you can post, like if you're not going to be able to be in class and share your screen like that, whenever you post the question, putting pictures with it so I can see exactly what you are referring to. If it's something like directly in Silhouette Studio, you can even save the Silhouette file. Save it with all of your mistakes on it, everything. Just make sure the original thing is on there. Save the Silhouette file. Send me the file. Send me your questions. I am here to make sure that you can be as successful as possible with this software so that you can create your designs with ease and not spend so much time. In our industry, time is money. It's not true for anything else other than our industry because it's handmade, items. You don't want to spend forever on design, especially if you guys aren't to a point where you're charging for a design, like charging design fees yet. You want to be able to get that design done so you can get it printed or get it cut or whatever you're going to do, get it saved, and then move on to the next money-making task. So my job and my goal is to make that as easy of a process as possible, because you are going to understand the tools and you're not going to be pulling your hair out trying to basically just fiddle around with the software. I want you to fully understand. Okay. So I will, let me see, was there any other things over here that weren't related to like questions? Well, like asking specific questions. So Zoom link. All right. Okay. And go to our website, shop.hs Inc. to enroll. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Peace. Oh, wait. I'll just go in and make